Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Izra from the FIN533. Today, from our main topic, we are going to discuss 5 current issues, and that is technological disruption, healthcare costs and insurance, taxation and regulatory changes, ESG factors, and lastly, social and demographic shift. Without further ado, let's jump straight right into it.
Hello everyone, I'm Raja Haziq and I'll be covering the first current issue in today's economic landscape. Technological disruptions, especially the impact of artificial intelligence on personal financial planning and employment. The rapid growth of AI has transformed how we work and make financial decisions. It automates tasks that used to need human input like loan processing, fraud detection, and financial analysis. Companies prefer AI for its speed and precision, which boosts productivity but at the same time reduces demand for traditional jobs. According to Ipsos survey in 2025, 77% of Malaysians feel hopeful about AI, but more than half also fear it. That's because nearly 30% of jobs may be affected by automation by 2030, especially in services and manufacturing. However, AI also creates opportunities with 133,000 new jobs expected in fields like data and technology. The government is already responding through national AI roadmaps and talent development programs. To survive this shift, Malaysians must embrace digital literacy and lifelong learning. Workers must upskill or reskill, while companies should promote ethical, inclusive AI adoption. This ensures we don't just survive, but thrive in a future shaped by AI.
Hi, my name is Iskandar, and today I'll be presenting about my issue, which is inadequate mental health coverage in Malaysia. Firstly, we're going to talk about the analysis first. So, 1 in 8 Malaysian teenagers and 1 in 20 children face mental health issues, with 434,000 untreated due to poor insurance and weak underfunded services. Weak policies and high costs hurts families while costing 14 billion ringgit annually in lost productivity. Without urgent reforms like coverage, parity laws and affordable care, Malaysia risks worsening inequality, economic losses and generational harm to vulnerable groups. So after everything that has been discussed, what can we recommend to prevent this issue? Firstly, Malaysia must unite to fix mental health coverage gaps. We need laws ensuring equal insurance for mental and physical health, expanded subsidies for low-income groups and tax incentives for workplace programs, boost access via telemedicine and community counselling with anti-stigma campaigns. Bank Negara Malaysia should regulate premiums while APF also adds mental health savings, integrating care into economic and healthcare systems.
Hello, my name is Ali Iqbal. Right now, I will be presenting the topic fuel subsidy under ESG, Environmental, Social and Government. So, the reform was introduced due to Malaysian financial strain, aiming to save RM4 billion annually and reduce diesel smuggling. While it helped reduce illegal activities, it caused diesel price to jump from RM2 ringgit 50 cents to 3 ringgit 35 cents, affecting businesses, transportation and goods delivery, ultimately driving up the cost of living. Many citizens, especially from the B40 and M40 groups, are struggling. Also, Budi Money was introduced to help diesel vehicle owners. Its strictly application process and narrow coverage made it unreliable for most Malaysians who are affected indirectly, such as through grocery prices. Therefore, I recommend the government enhance Sumbangan Tunai Rahmat STR instead. It's already widely used, more accessible, and supports broader group of people. Increasing STR temporarily with special top-ups for transport affected workers would be more practical and inclusive solution.
Malaysia faces two urgent crises: a rapidly aging population and high youth unemployment. Longer lifespan and falling birth rate mean fewer young workers support more elderly. 20% of seniors over 60 depend entirely on family. Meanwhile, graduates struggle with mismatched skill, ending up in low-paying gig jobs like Grab or waitress. The double burden strains family, rising medical costs for aging parents and unemployed youth who can save, marry or buy homes. Fewer taxpayers mean less funding for pension and healthcare, risking deeper poverty and social instability. Solution: boost elderly support, expand the pension tax rates for caregiving family, fix the skill gap, tech training, align education with job demand, incentivize hiring, subsidize for companies that employ youth, teach financial literacy, help families save and plan. Without action, Malaysia's economy and families will keep suffer. But with smart policy, we can secure futures for both generations.
Next, let's talk about the impact of SST on personal financial planning. For the causes, SST was reintroduced to replace GST in order to reduce the cost of living and simplify compliance. It targets only selected goods and services with over 5,000 items exempted. The 2035 revision focused on non-essential goods, aiming the tax at high-income consumers while keeping the essential at 0 to 10%. For the impact, starting for the 1st of July 2035, consumer will pay more for discretionary items like imported goods, private healthcare, beauty treatments. Although essentials are unaffected, overall spending patterns will shift as people cut back on non-essentials. For the implication, to manage the extra costs, households should reassess their budget, reduce unnecessary expenses, and fully utilize tax relief such as lifestyle, medical, and education claims. And lastly, my recommendation for the impact of SST, the government must extend the penalty-free period until December 2035 to support business compliance, especially for SMEs. Price controls must be enforced to prevent unjustified markups, and business-to-business exemption should be expanded to reduce cascading tax. Continued cash assistance like Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah will help protect low and middle income groups from rising costs. That's all from me. My name is Muhammad Izran. Thank you for listening.